Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today, we're going to be talking about VYNE Therapeutics. In this video, we're going to take a look into the due diligence technical analysis, what we can anticipate for this one in the next few weeks or so. So for this company here, just in case you haven't watched him in the Piper Sandler 33rd Annual Virtual Healthcare Conference, there is some information that you want to kind of get on hold off, including the presentation. But first off, is their financial results for the last quarter to kind of get a view into where they fit financially. And that's very important when looking at the fundamentals later on. So they are a lead BET inhibitor candidate for VYNE-201, demonstrates potent anti-inflammatory effect in preclinical studies. That's one of their products or one of their pipelines. Now, that product itself is expected to enter clinic in 2022. Phase 2A results for FMX114 in mild to moderate atopic dermatitis expected early first quarter of 2022. Again, another product, another milestone anticipated by 2022 early on for the first quarter. The process for sale of topical minocycline franchise continues to advance, and the conference call was actually live a while ago. Anyway, looking down to some of their pipeline updates, you're able to see they're exhibiting for VYN-201, they're exhibiting anti-inflammatory effects to super potent glucocorticoids, whatever, appears well tolerated in mice as seen through animal body weight and skin conditions. It also demonstrated strong inhibition of key Th17 cytokines and ex vivo data with human skin tissues when directly compared to JAK1/2 inhibitor ruxolitinib. So basically some information there, but the most important one is expected to enter into the program into clinical 2022. Other than that is some of the recent financial highlights. So for this one here, you're able to see on November 4th, 2021, that's relating towards preclinical data showing that there is improvements in fibrotic masses when using their product. On October 26, 2021, they announced some key as well information relevant to Th17 on preclinical data. And October 21st, 2021, you're able to see as well. Again, these are all publications, nothing really relating towards an offering or anything in terms of money. So how are they doing with money? Well, they are a biopharma company, pre-product. So you're able to see their total revenues is very minimal. So 2021, it's 4 million. 2020, it's around 3.2. So an improvement there. Net loss is around 21 million this quarter compared to 25 million. Around 41 cents net loss per share, and an adjusted diluted net loss per share is around 36 cents. So an improvement from year over year, but still adjusted EBITDA, they burned around $15.4 million of cash. Now, in terms of their presentation, this will present a little bit of an information on who they are. So first off, VYNE is focused on developing proprietary, innovative, and differentiated therapies for treatments for immunoinflammatory conditions. So their innovative pipeline is focused on major immunoinflammatory conditions and rare skin diseases with high unmet medical needs. So they're innovative, clinically validated, targeted, exclusive global access to an NCE library for any indication, and substantial progress since August 2021 in license. So multi-near-term catalyst, I've already mentioned some of the dates, so I'm not going to go through that again. And again, their pipeline is mainly under 3 products. We already talked about the FMX114 and the VYN-201. The VYNE 202, they changed the letters. Oral BT2 BET inhibitor for major I&I conditions. This is still in development. Candidate selection process is underway, so that's why we don't have much information on it. But here is some of the catalysts or things that happened and will happen through 2023. So FMX114 phase 1B to 2A top line results is in the first quarter of 2022. Quarter 2 is 2022. Submitting IND for VYN-201. You'll be getting by the first half of 2021 or 2022, my bad. Submitting an IND, initial phase 1, which is around mid 2022, and phase 1 results 6 to 12 months from study initiation. Now for the VYN-202, 2022 upon candidate selection, They will exercise exclusive options and enter into a license agreement. And in 2022, they will also be submitting an IND and as well phase 1 initiated for 2022. Now, phase 1 results 6 to 12 months from study initiation. Now, the rest actually dives in depth about some of their information about the studies and whatnot. So we're going to just dive off from that and take a look at the institutional buyers. So BlackRock actually liquidated around 91% of their position. They had previously around 12 million shares. Now they have 1 million. That happened back around mid-year of 2021. And Perceptive Advisors LLC liquidated around 82% from 27 million shares to around 5 million shares. That happened on the 25th of August. Now, institutional buyers is a bit mixed. You're able to see more disposition than adding in the recent weeks. Insiders, however, you're not able to see much going on. There's neither buying or selling that is happening for this one. Now, from fundamentals, this company price over book is 136 and price over sales is 479. So it's on par with therapeutic companies. But again, the return on assets, return on equity, and return on investment capital is really a bet that puts this one, because some of them pass, some of them fail. This company doesn't have any strong products, and it is really focusing a lot on research and development. Now, before moving on forward, if you'd like to see more content and coverage like this, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave notifications on. Don't forget to drop a like button if you enjoyed this video so far, and you can join us in the Discord down below. Now, from a technical analysis perspective, we get to see a few things here that are looking actually quite nice so far. So first off, the moving averages. Those are kind of curving upwards. The stock price is above the 50 SMA, which is a good indicator for a bullish run. The price point currently is around 50% higher than what it was last week. And you're able to see that the ADX isn't hitting 50 yet. It's around 34.84, suggesting that there is still a very strong push in this momentum itself. And it's not any time to finish up soon. It's kind of in the middle of it. Now, willing percent R is very similar to the relative strength index, and it's currently showing very close to overbought than oversold, suggesting there's more demand than there is a supply for the stock. Now, the other thing here is the MACD really shows strong bullish momentum, a strong growth for the stock, which is very bullish to see at this level. Now, the stock itself has a strong momentum around 0.5, and it doesn't really show any indicator that it's kind of cooling off at any level. In fact, it shows that it's going up stronger and stronger. So it is a bullish momentum kind of playing around. Now, on stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are telling you to be very careful, because you might be hitting a strong resistance, and if you are, this might go south quick. So it's kind of give you a dangerous indicator on this one. Moving average bands, you're able to see that this one is expected to trade 124 at the top and 101 at the bottom and 113 in the middle. Now, Fibonacci retracements will show you a bit of a different story, but Bollinger Bands shows that the furthest you can go is 144, or the Bollinger Bands extent is 143 and 82 cents. Now, first off, you're able to see that Bollinger Bands and moving average bands are curving upwards, which is a good indicator. Volume is a second record, almost very close to the first day, but you're not seeing a massive of a green candle. It's a doji star. And that's a bit of a red sign showing there is equal tug of war in both directions. And that's a dangerous thing to be at in this candle. Now, Fibonacci retracements. The first resistance this one will meet, and it kind of broke a little, was 169. Above there, 218, 257, 296, 353, and 424. The support is at 90 cents. Now, just using supports and resistances that we've seen historically, we're able to see a significant resistance at 152. And it's currently squished between a resistance and a support, because the next support is at 148. That is very strong. Another strong one is 143. Another strong one, 135. And then 129, down to 119, down to around 110. And then down to 106. And then diving to $1 sharp and down to 90 cents. Resistances Now, we did talk about a few resistances. After that, it's 158, 175. It jumps quite a bit to $2, and then jumps all the way to 260, and then going up to 276, 281, up to 295, and then 311, and then up to 340, and then 361, and then up to 380. Comes to the question, well, what do you think is going to happen here? Now go towards analyst ratings, shows in the last 7 days, they gave this one a price target of $7 for HC Wainwright. So currently it has 4 buy, 0 hold, 0 sell. Average price target is $7.33 with an upside of almost 400%. Now I'm not even sure how the analysts got to these kind of prices, as the stock is trading almost up to close to $1, but they do showcase that there is perhaps a lot of potential for this stock, and analysts are generally bullish into this one. Now, what I think is going to happen is one of two things. It's either just going to dive down and going to be coming in a candle within 138 down to 115, and a bit of an indication probably would be the aftermarket, as you get to see it's just kind of stabilized. But I do think there is a potential for this one to continue moving on forward and upwards. As we get to see here, there is somewhat of a bullish trend line that we can draw onto this one. But anyway, I do think there is potential, but it's basically momentum play. So it is basically a hot potato kind of game where you're selling on to the next one, and the last person when the drop holds, they'll be the bag holders. What do you think is going to happen here? Explain down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.